Hey, what's up guys? It's Luke, and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for being here. This is gonna be my third Adventures in the Forgotten Realms draft on YouTube. We're gonna do a draft, we're gonna build the deck, and then we're gonna play the deck. So it's the pick, the build, and the play. And so we'll see how well I do. Last time I was able to win my first game, and I did decently well with the deck. I forget how many wins I got. Not tons, like 3-4 wins maybe. I'm kind of in that range right now. I'm just hovering at the platinum level, which I don't think is that great. It's hard for me to get out of it. I need to sort of find a way to get past this hump, right? I feel like we reach a plateau in our levels, and then we kind of go back up, and right now I feel like I'm stuck. So let's go ahead and jump in to a queue. Table ready, and we hit ready. Boom. Oop, nope. Boom. There we go. And then let's see the cards that come out, and hopefully pick some good cards and do well. I've done really well with black and red. I've made some decks that I thought were really nice, like green, white, but those decks tended not to do as well as my black-red decks, which I guess black-red is the best in the format, but I feel like a lot of times my red stuff that I build with red that loses to green, because green is just a little bit tougher than red in general, and we have a Grandmaster of Flowers. I've never played with this card before. Starts with just a loyalty of 3, but I know if you get him to 7, he turns into like an indestructible creature thing. I also got destroyed with this guy once because he made it so I couldn't attack. I'm gonna take it. I've never played with Grandmaster, so I'm kind of curious. I just want to see how he is. So we got Grandmaster. I also see... what does he do? Oh, he makes so people can't attack. I like the purple worm, but I really love the Reaper's Talisman. I also really love Hobgoblin Captain here and Goblin Javelineer. But in this case, Javelineer I wouldn't take over a Captain. I think Captain's great. Spoil of the Hunt is great. I think I'm going to do Reaper's Talisman. It's just a great card. I love the Reaper's Talisman. It makes such a difference. And we got a Shambling Ghast here. We also got Lurking Roper, which is great. Boy, what do I take here? We got some good green too. Inspiring Bard, Altar Guard Ranger, and Lurking Roper. I feel like green's going to be sort of more open. I think I'm going to take Shambling Ghast here. Shambling Ghast is such a great card and has been an all-star for me. So let's do Shambling Ghast. Okay. Interesting cards here too. Got a Planner Ally. It looks like I might be doing black-white. That might be an archetype I might be trying to get into. Delver's Torch is good for that. Planner Ally is good for that. Whenever Planner Ally attacks, it says you get to venture into the dungeon. So I might be trying to go for a dungeon theme. Plus, Planner Ally flies. Okay, let's take Planner Ally. I think Planner Ally will be good. Ooh, Monk of the Open Hand. Grandmaster Flash guy. Why do I call him Grandmaster Flash? I think because I heard it on YouTube somewhere. It's I watch a lot of box openings on YouTube, and I think the guy calls him Grandmaster Flash. Let's do Monk of the Open Hand, because he gets grabbed by him. And I like the Minimus Containment. Oftentimes when I'm drafting white, black, I don't get a lot of removal, and Minimus Containment can come in clutch. I know people have used it against me, and I hate it. Ooh, there's another Minimus Containment. Should I take 2 of them, or should I go for something like a Hired Hexblade or a Horde Robber? Horde Robber is nice because of the 3 defense, but to get in for an attack, you really need Like, I feel like you need Thieves Tools or something for him to get in. Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm gonna take another Minimus Containment. I feel like I might be able to grab a Horde Robber. Hey, another Monk. Can I grab a bunch of these? You can search library or graveyard for this guy? Okay. Alright, let's do Monk. You can search the graveyard for him if you have Grandmaster out. I think I'm gonna take that. I like the Hill Giant Herd Gorger. I think, even though it doesn't look like I'm going into green, I think that's the best card. And then here, I think I'm gonna take Herald of Hadar. I feel like Herald of Hadar is like a really nice sort of mid-game creature to have out. We'll see. I don't typically draft black-white, so I feel like I'm a little bit out of my element here. Okay, +2 mates. Let's do that. Let's go with Delver's Torch or Ranger's Hawk. I feel like Ranger's Hawk's better with some equipment. Let's do Delver's Torch. If I see a Hawk later, then maybe I put the Mace or the Delver's Torch on it. But since I don't have those, I don't have Delver's Torch yet, let's grab the Delver's Torch. And then this one, let's take the Giant. And we're waiting for our last card, which will probably be really useless. 50 feet of rope. Oh my gosh, Imrith. Imrith is here. Is that what I take, Imrith, because Imrith is Imrith? There's another Monk of the Open Hand. Oh my gosh. We have the Dungeoneer too. And we have Imrith. I'm not gonna put Imrith in here. I just think I'm not gonna go blue. It's a bomb. Imrith is certainly a bomb, but I'm not gonna take him. What does he do again? Whenever Imrith deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Oh, he's like a card drawing engine. I just don't see myself playing Imrith at all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go veteran Dungeoneer. Was that good? I don't know. You tell me. That could have been just like the worst move ever. Ooh, we got some great cards here. Power Word Kill, really good removal. Vampire Spawn, really good pick. And same thing with Steadfast Paladin. I'm gonna go Power Word Kill. I have the those Minimus Containments, but I don't like them because they give the opponent a treasure, which I feel like kind of sucks. Oh, somebody could have taken a Tiamat, and they didn't, which makes sense to me. I like the champion, Dwarfhold champion in this pack. That'd be so cool to somehow get Tiamat, but nope, that's not gonna happen. Ooh, the first time I can draft the Dawnbringer Cleric. I think Dawnbringer Cleric is really, really good. Deadly Dispute's really good too, but I don't think this particular deck is the deck for Deadly Dispute. I think we're gonna go with Dawnbringer Cleric, who's great for a lot of things. I love just killing an enchantment or something like that with him. Really, I think really cool card. Hannah Pashar is in this one. Potion of Healing? Is this a Potion of Healing? No, I'm not really gaining life in this deck. This is sort of I'm going to grab the dungeon map. Because this is, I feel like it's a dungeon crawling deck and just trying to get a lot of value out of dungeon crawling. And so I think spending some extra mana going through the dungeon with dungeon map might be a really good thing, because it's just 3 and tap and go into the dungeon. That can happen like every turn, and then other cards that I have potentially can make me go through the dungeon even faster or even more. Ooh, we got Vampire Spawn that I love, and nobody loves Thieves Tools. Everyone says it sucks. We also have a Steadfast Paladin. I'm gonna go for Thieves Tools. Sorry, I'm just doing it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna make it pay off somehow. Everyone on the internet's laughing right now, but we'll see. Maybe it won't work. Probably won't. but it's in the deck, or potentially in the deck. Okay, this one we have Brunor, but my deck's not an equipment deck. We're gonna have to go Half-Elf Monk, who can lock down people. I think Half-Elf Monk is a nice pick there. That card certainly locked me down quite a few times. Okay, pick 8. Ranger's Hawks here, which is something I was thinking about grabbing because it can hold the Dawnbringer, or the Mace, or the Delver's Torch. Baleful Beholder is also great because it can. I'm gonna take Baleful Beholder. I don't have anyone big yet. Hey, look, I got the Monk. I'm gonna pick Monk again. Monk is so cheap, and I can possibly just grab him out. Wow, a lot of Baleful Beholders left behind. Should I grab that or the Stead? I think I'm gonna grab the Paladin just because I want something lower costed. I don't see myself putting 2 Baleful Beholders in, even though I've done that before. And it's actually not the end of the world if you put 2 in the deck, because it's not a bad card. Nothing here. Devour Intellect just because I'm in black. And then Bull Strength I like, but I'm not in green. Ooh, Paladin Shield. I'm just going to grab the Potion of Healing. That's a draw card and a gain life card, even though I'm not a gain life sort of a deck. Oh my gosh, Ebon Death. And I'm in black. So, Ebon Death. Okay, so I never played with this guy. Flash and Flying comes into the battlefield tapped. You may cast Ebon Death from your graveyard if a creature not. Wow. So you can. So if a creature died, I can cast him from the graveyard. I'm taking Ebon Death. Another card I've not played with at all. Oh, I love Price of Loyalty. It's like my favorite card. This is my. Oh, but we also have the Fangblade and the Dungeoneer. I'm gonna do Fangblade because if Fangblade has the whatchamacallit, those thieves tools on, he can venture in the dungeon over and over, and I think that's really good value. How many Monk of the Open Hands do I have? 3? I'm getting 4. 4, baby. 4 of them. Arborea Pegasus, Rally Maneuver, Red Dragon's sitting here, and Fighter Class. Okay, let's do the Pegasus. I think that's going to be the best bet in that case. Pegasus again. Minimus Containment. Deadly Dispute. Wow, lots of good stuff here. I like Demogorgon's Clutches. I think Demogorgon's Clutches is just nasty. It's not for the milling part. The milling part's just whatever, but like it takes two cards out of their hand, and I just feel like that feels so bad when that happens to you. So we're taking that. I don't know if it'll make it in the deck, but I like it. We're gonna take a Shambling guess here. I'm trying to keep the curve lower, because otherwise I would have taken the Baleful Beholder. I think I only have one of those still. Yeah, I only have one of those. I like the cards I've picked so far. Ooh, Skullport Merchant. Skullport Merchant's really good. Treasure guy here. Well, we got another Shambling Ghast as well. This is gonna be like the 1-drop deck if I get the Shambling Ghast. I'm gonna get the Skullport Merchant just because I think it's better right now. I think I'm gonna get the Clattering Skeletons. When it dies, it goes into the dungeon. That's kind of a thing here. Go for the Paladin. A lot of Paladins available. Dungeoneer, okay. Ooh, Vampire Spawn. Yeah, let's do Vampire Spawn. I'm surprised Vampire Spawn made it this far down. It's like pick 11. That's kind of insane. I'm really curious about how this deck's gonna work because I'm kind of at a loss here. We'll see how the first game goes. I could get totally just completely wiped out. But I hope this will at least be a fun deck. I think these last cards I'm just gonna random. Yeah, there's nothing really here. Okay, deck building time. As usual, I just like to take them all out of the deck and then just put them back in. I don't know who else does it like this. People I know build the deck as they go, but I don't know. I just like this way. I'm gonna pick Grandmaster. Oops, excuse me. Grandmaster of Flowers. That's kind of like my big guy. And then I think Planner Ally is gonna come in. Looking through the stuff I have, I think I'm gonna put the Baleful Beholder. I just like having a big guy like Baleful Beholder in the deck. And then Ebon Death is coming in because why not? That's a mythic. I don't think it's like a bomb mythic though. Okay, Fangblade. I'm gonna grab my dungeon folks. So those two are dungeon folks. Dungeoneer. Should I just get one or get both? See, this guy would be a dungeon folk with the Delver's Torch. How many of these guys do I put in, though? All 4 of them? That'd be hilarious. I'm putting all 4 of them in. Probably a bad idea. But we'll see. Put the other Dungeoneer guy in there. I haven't put any Steadfast Paladins. I didn't put the Half-Elf Monk in yet. Skullport Merchant's not in there yet. And honestly, I don't know if they're going to make it in there. Shambling Ghasts? I think. We'll do Shambling Ghasts. Both of them. We're at 17 cards already. But I feel like I could probably get away with 16 lands in this one. For sure the Reaper's Talisman, Power Word Kill, 1 Minimus Containment, and a Thieves' Tool, and the Demogorgon's Clutches. I think that package of stuff I want in the deck. Dungeon Map I want in the deck. So that's 23 already. I can do maybe one more. One more. I kind of want to put an equipment in. Maybe the Delver's Torch. Okay. I think I want a Steadfast Paladin. For sure. I'm going to take out one of the monks for the Paladin. I could probably take out another monk for something else too. Should I? Herald of Adar? A little bit pricey. Skullport Merchant? Or another Steadfast Paladin? It's kind of a tough choice here. The hardest part is like finding this balance of things to put into the deck, right? To me, that's a really hard thing to think about. I think I could do without one of the Dungeoneers. I feel like they're expensive. 4. Let's do another Steadfast Paladin instead of a Dungeoneer. I don't know if that was a mistake or not. I don't think I'm going to put the Half-Elf Monk in. Well, maybe I will put the Half-Elf Monk in. Oh, man, that's a tough... See, this is where you get down to the nitty-gritty. Alright, let's put her in. Take out one more Monk of the Open Hand. Was that a bad idea? Probably. Okay, 8 of each land. Let's do it. Let's go back. Went too far. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for planes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, there we go. We're just going to try this. Did I make the right deck? Let me know. I mean, I could have made the right deck. I could have made the wrong deck. I feel like there are a lot of cards I wasn't sure to put in or out. That's something I'm going to think about. Gotta play the first game and just see how this first game goes. Cool thing is, I'm actually going to go to a real draft on Friday, and this really does help practice. I'm in black-white, which is something I don't do very often. A lot of times I'm doing black and red, sometimes black and blue. Okay, we got the Monk, Delver's Torch. Okay, let's keep it. We got 3 lands. We got a Minimus Containment. Not going to be able to cast Baleful Beholder for a while. But we're going to do this, and the Monk. Just have the Monk out right away. Swamp and Delver's Torch, and we're going to attack. Boom. 1 damage. Null Hunter. Ooh, Shambling Ghast. I do like Shambling Ghast. Okay, so we're gonna get this swamp out. I don't think he wants to lose his Null Hunter, so I'm gonna attack. And that lets me go into the dungeon already. Let's go to... If I'm gonna attack... Oh man, let's see what I like better. Let's do the Mad Mage. I feel like... Let's try this. I don't do this dungeon very often. Let's see if he blocks. Null Hunter's not a card you really want to lose, right? Right? Guess he didn't care. Okay. Null Hunter's a card like I feel like he wouldn't have traded. But just my opinion. What do I know? Okay, Shambling Ghast. Ooh, Shambling Ghast gonna get the old Delver's Torch. Inspiring Bard. Yeah, let's attack. So you're gonna... Oh, get a Scry first. So let's Scry. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna keep that. He shouldn't block, because I'm gonna kill him if he blocks. Yeah, because Shambling Ghast can do a -1. Let's do the Yuan T Fangblade coming up. I always hate playing against Yuan T Fangblade because Death Touch. Death Touch sucks. No blocks. Can't block. Oh, I could block with Fang T, but I don't want to. Okay, I feel like he's going to play something. Ooh, Ochre Jelly. I think it's time for a Minimus Containment, don't you? I haven't played against very many Ochre Jellies, but I feel like it's not a good time. Okay, we gotta go double dungeons here. Let's do target creature can't attack. This guy. 3/3 is not a joke. 3/3 is not a joke. Scry 2. Well, we're getting through this dungeon. Planes? Yeah, I could use... I think both of those are great. I'm gonna leave them there. So Inspiring Bard cannot attack. Purple one. Whoa. That's kind of scary. Oh, at least I have the Fang Blade, but I can't go in and attack right now. Like, this is why you need Thieves' Tools. But let's go with, we've only got 3 cards in hand, so we're gonna make the guy discard 2, mill 2, and lose 2 life. I love Demogorgon's Clutches. I think it's such a great card. I think it's great to... See, I think some people say use at the beginning when, you know, they have a lot of things to get rid of. Ooh, I saw Bull Strength go away. But I feel like it's great when they have very few cards in hand. There's no point in attacking. And unless they've got removal, this 1T is going to prevent the purple worm from attacking, which is an 8/7 behemoth of a card. Really dislike the purple worm. Unless I saw purple worm in the draft, right? I was like, I want the purple worm. I think purple worm is great. I have 1 card in there. Hopefully I did my due diligence. I'm glad to see this gone too. Eyes of Beholder. That's not something I like. Ooh. Arborea Pegasus. We're gonna give that to the Shambling Ghast. Shambling Ghast suddenly is a 3/3. That flies. Okay, 1 attacker. Let's go into the dungeon. Let's see. I think I want. I think we'll get the skeleton here. We'll get the skeletons because they can chump block the purple worm too. I think that's useful. What does he do? Deadly Dispute. Interesting. That's what they had. At least to get some card draw. I think getting a Deadly Dispute is a good thing on their part. See, they needed those cards after the Demogorgon's Clutches, because Demogorgon's Clutches is just absolutely maddening. Ooh, no blocks here. Oh, wait. Beyond 2, unless... Do you have something up his sleeve? We gotta try blocking. Feign Death? My guess. Another purple one. Are you joking? But I got a Baleful Beholder, which is going to give everybody Menace. So that's not going to be able to block. All attack. Scry 3. We're going to bottom this. And we'll keep... we'll keep those. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Wow, the guy has 2 purple worms. But not much else. I'm not going to play that yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this over to Pegasus. And I'm just going to see if I can fly in and attack. That's what I was... Oh, see, that's the exact spell I was thinking they might have had. That's like the exact spell. Put that on the Baleful. Yeah, that lets me take out the purple worm if necessary. Okay, Null Hunter, so let's see. So put this in, and then I think I can get a +1/+1 on him with the Clatterings. Cool. Okay, I like that. So I could attack with Baleful, go into the dungeon. If he blocks with him, that sucks for him. He could double block, but I would kill the purple worm. So let's attack with the Baleful Beholder. And Mad Wizard's Lair. Ooh, I get the ultimate payoff. Oh, those are all good. Oh, he just quit because he saw them. Planner Ally, Reaper's Talisman, they're not gonna... With 5 life left, yeah, they just said forget about it. Okay, I was still thinking about it. What would I have taken though? Would I have taken the Planner Ally or would I have taken the Reaper's Talisman? I think the Reaper's Talisman, right? Because the Planner Ally could still go away to... And I get them all anyways in my hand. It's just I could play the Reaper's Talisman right away. Or no, maybe it was actually probably better to get the Planner Ally onto the board right away and then play the Reaper's... Because I had enough mana, I could just play the Reaper's Talisman. So either way, I was in a great position. And wow, this like hinky-dinky dungeoning thing like was pretty sweet because I just incrementally went through the dungeon. All those little bonuses really, really helped in this deck. I didn't get to the Grandmaster. It's fine. But I think the build of having the dungeoneering was really good. I mean, it was tough to deal with stuff like the purple worms and things like that, but I was able to, and that was great. I wasn't ever in fear because I had a lot of chomp blockers. If I needed them, they wouldn't have been able to attack without me just really going in strong. And Demogorgon's Clutches came in clutch. I think I got rid of like some removal, I think. using that, a bull strength, which would have turned the tide of battle, and one battle can really just turn the game around. So that was good. I think we did well in that one. Let me know what you would have done differently in any of the stages, like in the picking of the cards, the creating of the deck, or playing the deck. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.